Okay. Just tell me whether or not we've got blinking sound.
Oh my God.
What have you done? I think we're on.
What?
I don't know if I think we're on, but I don't think we've got sound. But I don't know
Oh.
because I'm not very good at this.
Now they're trying to sell you a thing around the rear end of a horse to make him go better.
Eh? Why would you want that?
I tell you,
Oh, yeah.
and I'll bet you thousands of people buy the damn thing.
Well, yes, maybe. Okay, now I need to find out whether or not we've got sound. I'm not sure I've done this right. And I would greatly appreciate. Have I got sound? Have I got sound? Oh, sound is working. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Look at myself. Right, how do I do this thingy? Where are we? Oh, it's that bit. I need to go down a bit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right, Doris, what are you doing? Hold on 1 second. We're getting there. Chaos. Chaos. Are you paying attention?
What?
You're on.
Oh dear.
You are
Okay.
Right, you.
I'm reading a horse catalog.
Oh, it's a horse catalogue.
Yes, and
Oh,
they have
cute.
this funny sort of surcingle. That's not true. The surcingle goes around a horse's belly.
Yes.
This is it's a thing that goes around their rump. This is a what the hell do you
Breechin.
call
What'd you call it?
it? What do you call that? It
Breechin?
stops the carriage from going down the hill of head. Breeching.
Yeah.
Breeching. It's a thing that goes around their rump. Breeching. And supposedly here
Whooshy.
helps improve your horse's core stability.
Never heard of that in my life.
Never heard of that in my life. Well, you know, dressage people have a great terminology, but still.
We've clearly been
Put
doing
it-
it
put it-
wrong forever.
What?
We've been doing it wrong forever.
Forever. Well, no, a draft horse, you know.
Yeah,
Carriage horses
when
have-
you're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that in a horse.
I've never seen it on a riding horse.
No.
But I'll bet you, how much is it? That's $220. I bet you sell a lot of them. You
Excuse
put
you.
the right words and screw it up and they'll do it.
Right. I'm going to have to
Okay.
take you to task.
Well, that's the end of that deal. I guess we're
Oh,
done.
don't throw it out.
Ah!
Oh. Thanks.
What happened?
I don't have the slicey thing.
You don't have what?
And you had it yesterday, the slicey thing. The slicer.
I was only cleaning up this.
Oh.
I didn't clean up that area. You got it in your hand.
No, the slicer.
Oh, the
not
other
the
thing,
food
that's
thing.
around here. I've seen it. I've seen it. I didn't know what to do with it. I thought of hanging it on something, but I can't figure out how to hang it.
Right, as long as you've got it somewhere, that's fine, it'll turn up.
That's probably in tomorrow's job.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that means you need to find a way of getting a
Right.
smoothie.
Oh yeah. Wasn't that smoothie good?
Yes.
Did you drink both of them?
No, unfortunately Nick came home.
He came in and drank his own?
I know.
What a shame.
And then I was going to eat his burger as well,
Oh dear.
but I didn't,
Well,
fortunately.
good luck. Better luck next time.
I know.
Okay, so here's Janine. Here's Janine with no annual fee. Retired. Jake's. That's here's me. I got one. You can have those.
Oh, those. Thank you.
And that's me. And that's me. And oh, I'm doing well here. And that's me. And then this one is nobody's. Okay, that's what I got.
None for me.
None for you. Well, these could be, you know.
No.
No?
That looks like a bill. Thanks.
You don't want that
No,
one.
you can keep it.
Let me try the registry of motor vehicles.
Oh, that's
first.
always fun for a giggle.
I always go through the other end because otherwise I can't get it out. Anyway.
That's your sticker.
A sticker!
think I
Oh,
know.
Judy said,
Yeah.
you be careful and don't lose it and things like that.
Right, so
And it
we're
goes on the...
on the Judy pile.
Who?
That goes on the Judy pile.
No, I think it ought to go, I think it goes on the trailer.
Right.
Well, you could stick it on the trailer, right?
You're definite that's where it goes.
Yeah,
Does it go in the Dinky Donkey trailer?
yeah.
Right. Boring.
Oh, good. Didn't we do well on that one?
Oh, yes.
Let's do Jan.
Thank you, Judy. Is you all road legal now?
Not really. Not really. Okay, and you get this one.
Thank you, Jan.
Did you know a bird is the only animal that you can throw away and you would be helping it?
Oh.
Okay, whatever. The most beautiful sand in the world. Oh, sound. Oh. What's the most beautiful sound in the world? Okay. Bacon frying.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
That's not far wrong with that.
No, okay. Exercise is a dirty word. Every time I hear it. Wishing my mouth. I wash my mouth out with chocolate. Okay. Those are pretty.
I'd go along with that. Those are good, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you can't have that. I need it back again.
oh, crikey. I think that's a nonsense meal.
I think it's nonsense too, but we'll take it.
Okay. Oh, look, you've got two matching boots on.
I know.
Ah.
I did very well. You're invited
Oh,
to a spring hearing event. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
what, like a hearing aid event?
Yeah. 2 of them for $9.95. I don't know. I plugged in my thing again to try it. It doesn't do it.
Oh, I think this is actually me.
Oh. I could read this thing. I'll read the newspaper.
Oh, yes. Read the
We will
newspaper.
now read the newspaper.
Yes.
Goldy's farm. We've got a new pup at the farm, and I have big plans for him as a well-trained therapy dog. Meet the newest and resident of Goldy's farm, a puppy named Noodles, rescued from a horse auction in Pennsylvania. It's obvious that no one could resist that face, but a question is persisting. What is his breed? Let's see. Goldy's farm is a brand new pup, rescue out of a cardboard box full of puppies at a horse auction in Pennsylvania, where Janine was.
Yes.
Okay. And there were 2 boxes. One was full of brown puppies,
Yes.
and one was full of black and white.
Yes.
So she rightly chose the black and white.
Yes.
At any rate, at the moment his name is Noodles. The last pup we rescued from the same auction in Pennsylvania was named Pasta, and we wanted to stay with a spaghetti theme. What kind of pup, you ask? Well, I asked the same question of the veterinarian, and he said, you have either a 12-week-old sheepdog or a 6-week-old Landseer Newfoundland. And just to be on the safe side, if I were you, I would be buying puppy food for giant puppies. He does have webbed toes. A Newfoundland is a water dog and has webbed feet for swimming, but so does a poodle. The poodle has curly hair. This puppy has straight hair, so he's not that. He's got an awful lot of hair. My number one concern at the moment is health and vaccines, particularly parvo, which brings me to my number 2 concern, which is fleas. Happily, in this day and age, there are medications to treat fleas, although we haven't seen any on him. His background and life in general in a box would indicate that fleas are a distinct possibility. Our purpose in rescuing him is twofold. We will be using him for our visits to senior daycare centers, and we will, after a few months, produce and donate a very well-trained dog as a therapy dog. As a therapy-trained dog, he will have a much better life than an untrained dog. My goal is to pass the canine good citizen test in about 2 weeks. We better get working on it.
Yeah,
He's doing very well.
he's absolutely super. I'm hoping you can see him. Yes.
He is. It's a very ambitious goal, but Pasa did it, and here's hoping Noodles can do the same. As a well-trained dog, his chance of ending up in another rescue situation is far less likely. Of course, there's housebreaking, and I have an odd goal there. Of course, I've always wanted to train a dog to go potty anywhere on a puppy pee pad. Just think of the service dog at 2 o'clock in the morning in some hotel somewhere having to go to the bathroom. How much better it would be, the person would be, if you could just spread a pee pad in the bathroom and have him use that, instead of having to get dressed, into the elevator, and go outside in the pouring rain, etc. Or at the airport, just jump into the nearest ladies' room, put down a pee pad, and have it done. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but that's my pie-in-the-sky goal.
It's good to have goals.
It's good to have goals. It's good to have goals. Yeah, he's a cute puppy.
He is, and there's a lovely picture of him. See, there's a very handsome boy. Oh,
I-
do this.
I did his spoon feeding already today. Well, he
There he is.
he's in his cage.
He
He
is
was there.
definitely, because he keeps trying to eat the microphone.
That's a bad thing.
Yes, that's more than we can cope with at this time of day. I can tell
Do
you.
we have sound?
We do have some.
Did you actually make all this crap work?
We did.
Did you really?
We did.
You're a genius.
I totally am, because I did phone Nick and he didn't pick up the phone.
Well,
There was
that
things to select.
He didn't do that earlier either. He missed out on one. Did he get one?
No. So we went to what did we do this morning? We went to the vet.
We went to the vet. We got the spray.
Oh, here it is.
Do I want me to talk about this now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that Frontland comes like this. It's kind of a cute little thing. And if you do peel back this label, it does say you can spray puppies with it
Right.
once a month, kind of thing.
You must have the super strong glasses on then to see that.
Right. Well, I've been thinking of it. So I will be using that. You may worship this if you'd like. It was $44.
Yes, I know. After we passed out from the price,
After
it is all of. How much? Right, I'm going to need you back here. I don't know. Can't even
Not
read
very
it.
much.
250 milliliters. Yeah, quarter of a liter. Mm. So just target each flea that you find, okay? No random spraying.
Yeah. I did see one, I think, on his tail.
Right.
He's certainly not loaded.
No, he's not. And he's not passing them over.
But we don't
so,
know about that.
well, we're aware of.
We don't know about that.
So we went to
Anyway, we went to the
Yeah.
veterinarian.
which was exciting, and then we went to Meredith.
That's right. And watched that veterinarian.
Yes, and watched the vet there as
I
well.
have not seen her before. Who is she?
That's Dr. Noble from SRH Vet.
Really? Huh.
Yes.
I knew the original S.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Can't remember his name right now.
If that's her. if
Connie Tebow and Bob.
well, her husband works in the
Bob.
veterinary side.
Bob is his son's name,
Oh, right. Okay.
and he's still around there.
Yes. So he does the equine side of it, maybe. I don't
Yes, he
know.
does.
Yes.
And they're kind of the equine sort of people around.
Yes. Yeah.
They and Brian.
Yeah. So so we have that's our farm vet for the alpaca,
Yeah.
and our alpaca, who was a bit skinny, he's put on some weight and he's looking better, but he's still not at the same sort of weight as his brother. And no.
You know, as I was sitting there,
Mhm.
having Goldy entertain me,
Mhm.
that puppy in the back picked up a small frying pan. And I was wondering if, you said you have trouble catching these alpacas.
Mhm.
Are they hand-fed enough?
Well, they're
I mean,
actually.
maybe they need a frying pan.
I've actually had fed Rusty, but it's not a comfortable experience for him. He doesn't, and I have to be on the other side of the fence. And we've tried very hard with him. It's just something that they're not really very interactive with. They're not. They don't really want to
Well,
be with you.
You know, to try and encourage them, I was thinking maybe a frying pan might help.
What, hitting them with it?
No.
And stun them.
No. But
Wait.
if they got to associate the frying pan with food,
Well, we've done that with buckets, and they're
that's different.
they're a bit flat. Maybe the goats. Oh, it's Nick. Is it?
You're all okay, huh?
Yeah.
There we go.
You're a bit late.
Hello. Did you have a good lunch?
I did have a good lunch, yeah. I almost had 2 lunches.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like, it was great. Yeah.
We couldn't get you on the phone, and a lot was said about that.
I never ever answer the phone when I'm driving.
No, you never ever answer the phone when I call you.
No, well, both. Right? So double whammy there.
Now, don't fight me.
There's absolutely no way I'm answering the phone if I'm both driving and it's Elizabeth. Right.
Well, we almost enjoyed your smoothie.
I know.
Oh, I still
damn
got
it.
it in the fridge actually, yeah, because
Okay.
I had 2 smoothies.
I see.
You see? So there you go. Okay, you're all good here, yeah?
Oh, good. Thank you very much.
Congratulations,
Thank
darling.
you.
on-
Thank you.
It's amazing.
I know.
I guess we're on.
Only
I
problem,
really-
only problem is then I have to do it, repeat it tomorrow.
Yeah, well, if you've done it once, you can do it.
That's
any
what
number
they, that's
of
what they
times.
all say.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I actually had more problems signing into the computer to get the computer going.
That's the bit I find hardest.
Oh, God.
All
Okay.
right.
We're all organised.
Bye.
Thank you. See you later on.
I've been having great fun with the goats today.
Well, what did you do to the goats?
I've been following the camera around the field
Is that you?
so they can see what the goats are doing.
What are they doing?
He's moving the goat camera so people can see where the goats are at. And what
So
they're
when
up
I'm
to.
when I'm in a really boring business meeting, I go
That's
into the
terrible.
into the camera settings and I can move it around and follow the goats about just to entertain myself while
I'm certainly glad you're well employed.
Concentrating.
Ah,
That's a terrible admission to make. Creative.
stimulates the creative
That's
juices.
true.
Yes, obviously.
All right. That's why I
Bye.
get paid the big bucks.
Keep going. Work harder.
Okay.
So we went to Meredith and I assisted the vet. You commentate, and we're waiting to get the blood results to see just what's going on with him. But on our way back, Carlene said, "You know those mango things we have?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course I do. It's a mango smoothie." And she said, "I think we should pick one of those up on the way home." And I wasn't adverse to that either. So I went in and I ordered one for Carlene and myself. And then I thought, oh look, being really kind and generous, I bought Nick lunch. That's the one. See? That's proof that it's empty. So I bought Nick lunch, and he has a strawberry and banana smoothie, and 2 burgers with just tomato ketchup on them. And I thought, well, that's really kind and very wifely of me. I thought he'll be totally surprised. And as we were turning into the pond, here's the ERN Volvo, tootling down, and I went, I bet you. Remember we saw one in the car park, and I said, I bet you that's Nick, and he's run out for a sneaky lunch, and it wasn't. It was 2 other men, and they were like, well, maybe not. And we were like, oh, thinking terrible thoughts that he'd ever do that. Coming up the road, I went, what? There he is! So we went down the window, and I'm going, come here, come back up to the house, and he's going, ah! It's like, oh. So I phoned him 3 times.
And we called him.
And called him.
And called him.
And eventually I sent him a text. I went, I've got your burger and a smoothie. And he went, oh no. He said, well, okay, I'll just come back. I've just ordered And in fact, do you know why the only reason he answered my text was because he sent me a text at the same time saying, "Would you like a burger?" I was like, "No, I've got yours here." So he ended up with 2 smoothies and just 1 burger because he cancelled that order. So that was our great excitement for the day.
Oh,
How we
beautiful.
laughed.
Okay.
And then I had to go and get Sophie from school. It was the 1:10 today, 10 past 1, 10 minutes past 1.
When did that happen?
You know, they get out at that funny time on a Wednesday.
Oh,
They get out at 1:10.
oh right.
That I
Okay.
turned up for yesterday.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I was definitely on time today. And then we did Meredith on the way back, and I met Wallace because the brown, you know, the dark brown standard bread that's on here.
Yeah.
He's 23, so ERN rescued him on the behalf of another 501c3, and she asked us to do a soundness test on him, which we did.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he down?
No,
23? It's unusual that they would.
I think he's done a great job to get this far, and
Yes.
he's in a bit of a mess. He's a bit underweight. He's got lots of cuts, etc. You know, that are healing. You know, he was an Amish buggy horse.
Oh. Till recently?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's where he came from. And he's, but he has got the nicest nature.
Really?
Yeah, because we were going all over and we were just Wallace and I were just standing talking about him, and he kept turning round, and every time I was taking his extra coat off, and every time I stopped to say something to Wallace, he just turned his head round and went, for me to keep going. Really, really nice horse.
So what are you going to do with him?
Well, he's not ours.
Oh.
He's been donated up to Hidden Ponds, so he'll go up there, and I presume
They have primarily standardbred, don't they?
No, they actually have a tremendous variety.
Oh, really?
In fact, they have a far more variety. They have far more horse breeds than we have. I mean, they have Morgans come in. I'm just going by what we've quarantined for them. In fact, do you know who's up there?
No.
You know, our massive draft horse.
Oh, yes.
He's up
The
there.
weird one.
Yeah, the one. He's gorgeous.
He's gorgeous. Is he sane?
Hasn't shown that many problems up there at all. They've actually got him working under harness.
Yeah, I think that's
Fabio.
one thing that's wrong with a lot of Fabio.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's wrong with a lot of horses and people.
Mm-hmm.
Is nothing a standard routine job
Yep.
would help out.
Yep. He was absolutely stunning.
He was stunning. You're certainly right.
So
He was a nutcase.
so they've got him it's in one of those skids.
Oh, really?
That you were talking about. I went
Yeah.
down and looked at that. It's pretty solid. So they started him in the snow pulling. So he's got a fantastic job, and they're absolutely wonderful with him. You know, really
Good.
wonderful with him.
They've given him a job.
They have, and
That's what I wanted to do with Betty White, and you took her away from me.
Betty White is going to the best place ever for Betty White. It's the most amazing opportunity, and I couldn't take that away from her.
Okay.
So we're going to go and find another one. Well, the thing is, and this is where it gets really difficult, because we do have sanctuary animals, and the sanctuary animals, we get to a stage where if you get the opportunity for a really phenomenal home, and we're not really advertising for homes, it's people are coming and saying, do you happen to have? And I'm like, ooh, what sort of home have you got? And you're like, perfect, I've got the very animal that will fit in. And it's super because you know that they're going, you haven't actively advertised them, and
Yeah.
people who are really looking come to you.
Yeah.
And you know, they're normally people you know in a indirect manner, so you keep a good track on them,
Right.
and so that's nice. So she's just going to the best place with one of our donkeys, Marley. So that will be good, and it gives us the opportunity to bring something else in and start
Right.
all over again.
And to put me off my project.
You have got stacks of projects. You start finishing projects, you can get another mule. So
I
so-
want to use a mule to drag the pastures.
I think you could probably
The
use.
pastures need dragging.
Yes. Need a lot of work.
And
So-
I think that, and unfortunately, I can't walk behind them, but somebody can.
I give you Enzo.
whatever.
Give him something to do. We've
That's
got,
that little run.
yeah. He's not a little runt. He's Enzo Ferrari. He's super fast.
I don't think I want to fool with Enzo.
Enzo,
What I want is a mule that's worked hard their whole life and will just wouldn't mind just wandering around the pasture a little bit.
well, we've got Ted, but he
It's
is
the wrong color. My harness wouldn't show.
he is totally adverse to anything that's considered work or strenuous.
Well,
He just likes to look pretty.
I want something that's going to look pretty and amusing.
What about Arthur?
Who's
No,
Arthur?
the mammoth donkey.
He's black too, right?
I'm afraid so.
You don't get the picture here at all.
I do get
do
the
you?
picture. Well, you know what? We'll find a Belgian mule.
Belgian's okay.
Yeah. Do you
You're
know?
Palomino type.
I will say same colouring as Momo. I will say I have never come across a white Percheron mule before. Have you seen? Are they common? I haven't
don't
seen
know.
one. That's what Betty is.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
that's good. So the little standard bred that's down in the barn will go up to Hidden Pond, which will be lovely.
Okay.
Nice horse though.
All right.
And then what else did we do? I
I,
don't know.
I came back here and fell asleep.
I thought you said you'd quite tidied your desk.
I cleaned this one off.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
did.
this one. Ah,
Well, you know what? It's good starting at the small ones so you can work
that's right.
up to
I
tackling
didn't
the
even
big
get
ones.
to that side.
Yeah, now you can take stuff from that one and put it on that one.
Yeah, right. See, I got slippers on my desk.
Yeah.
And what I have on my desk also is that bill from Ira Toyota
Uh-huh.
where they say 1 hour is $90 an hour and they bill me for $196.
Was there a part involved?
Nope. They billed for that too. That's
Oh.
$305. But they very clearly say labor, and it's twice what they say they, etc.
Did you speak with them about it?
I did. I want to take a picture of it and send it to Nick.
Okay. We could do that. Right.
Because I don't know how you fax things.
Oh,
I
that's a
can't
bit
do
much. You can take a picture and attach it to an email.
That's what I'd like to have you do.
Okay. Oh God.
I don't have any luck with that stuff.
I can take you the picture and send it to your email. Does that work for you?
Not an awful lot works with me. I'll give you his address.
Okay, I can do that.
Do it.
I could do that. Oh. So, managed to make it to Wednesday this week, which is great. No.
No,
Yes, we did.
we did.
And is Judy here tomorrow?
Yes,
All right.
Thursday, right. Now, the other topic of conversation, since I was talking to Nick, is they have Maura,
Mhm.
and she had a torn ACL,
Mhm.
and they took him to a guy who's doing kind of experimental work on ACLs. Extremely expensive, but that's all right with Nick. And she's on her feet walking in 3 days.
That's super.
And they have all sorts of things they are supposed to do and not do with her.
Mhm.
But it's a whole new process of repairing the ACL
Mhm.
without going into plates and screws and
Mhm.
hardware and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Apparently the guy, it's an older veterinarian who's developed this process, and he's right up here in North Andover.
That's super. And is it better because it's less invasive?
I don't know why it's better. I haven't
Right.
read up on it.
Okay.
I've heard stories about him, but I never bothered to really look into it. Now I've got to look into it. I looked at for the $10,000. That really is kind of
Mhm.
that's kind of a stopper right there,
Mhm.
because the usual is around. I don't know. I haven't had one, fortunately, but
Me neither.
surgery around here has got to be at least 3. And I have a feeling, I've heard rumors about things like 5 or 6 with torn ACLs. I hope mine don't ever get it. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So that will be interesting to chart that progress.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And Robin Hendricks is saying that Noodles has a bit of a fit before he settles down. Yeah,
Yes, that's true.
he does. He likes to stage a protest and then he goes to sleep like everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he wants his mini pool filled right up.
What's this?
Noodles, he wants his mini pool filled right up. He's actually found the big dog pool. That's quite interesting.
So I gotta write something before Saturday noon
Yes.
time
And find a picture.
to find a picture.
Mm-hmm. So, about how old is Noodles now?
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I don't know, but I'll take him in for his next shot in about 2 weeks.
Yes. No, it's next week.
Next week.
Next week. And then I have no idea what weight he is because he's very fluffy.
17 pounds.
Is he 17 pounds?
I think that's what. That's either what he weighs or what Judy's backpack weighs.
Right.
She
Okay.
weighed something over here that was 17 pounds today.
Okay. One or t'other. Oh dear. So. Oh, I've no idea if there's video hiccups. I have no idea what it is.
Well,
I don't know. I've seen some people are getting it frozen. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to do.
it's not frozen here.
No.
I see I made all
Yeah,
sorts
we're
of things. I
moving.
did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm sorry. I have no idea what this thing does. You're using washable pee pads at the moment, aren't you? In here.
I am.
Yes. Yes.
I'm using them. I'm not too sure he's using them. He's dragging them around now and again.
Oh, it's great. So the spray was a front line spray,
Yes.
the same that you use on the dab on in the back,
Right.
isn't it? So in the spray bottle, it's a. Is it just for fleas or is it like a general?
No, there's ticks too.
This does fleas and ticks.
Let me show you what you don't know with that.
And lice.
And lice. Let me show you what. See this funny little corner there?
Uh-huh.
That's where you find out what it's really all about. And you pull that out.
Yeah, but only if you can read it.
I know. But that's where your directions are.
Right. Okay.
And it does say things like, not too often. You know, you don't spray them every week or something. I think it's every month.
So that, I presume that takes the place of the dab.
I think
the
so.
dab on. Right. There we go. Oh, we have had a huge fan base develop for Clark and Delightful to return to Hunt.
What?
We have a huge fan base develop for Clark and Delightful to
Yeah.
return to visit Hunt.
Oh,
Thank you, Nancy. That's very kind.
I thought you were talking about hunt, as in hunt, the horses jumping.
No, we don't jump the donkey
That's
or
what
the
I was
mini
gonna
horse.
say.
Not yet.
No.
We have to
no.
work up to that.
Right. Oh, they
Oh.
loved them.
Yeah, well, that's lovely. Well, we must be back at some point. I think it's a very difficult thing because I think, and that Fernanda's saying she doesn't understand Amish people not taking good care of their horses. I think
I don't
they
think
do.
that's true.
They do.
They do take very good care
Um,
because it's like, you know, putting oil in your car.
Yeah.
You take good care of your car.
yes.
They take very good care of their horses, but when they're through with them, they just throw them away.
Yeah, it's like trading in a car, I think, actually, is
Yeah.
the problem. Especially if they develop an injury, because, well, equine injuries are normally very costly.
That's true.
I would suggest, and it I suppose it's the same in with dogs. You look at the number of people who dump dogs that are old, they're ill, and they leave someone else to do the business. It's a very difficult thing. So I think when you look at a community that's dependent upon these animals.
You want to talk about dumping old people?
Well, where are
You
you
want
going?
to talk about this? What do you want to talk about here? Getting dumped? Yeah.
Well,
Ah,
no. I think the problem they really have is
there's a lot of problems. You want me to list them?
no, but those animals, they don't use cars. They just don't use cars. So it's their mode of transport.
Yeah.
And not to, I mean, and that's why we go and rescue from here, because the actual slaughter process in Canada and Mexico, the trip to get there is absolutely horrific. But it's a community that's based on horsepower.
Yeah.
They plow, the mules plow in the field. They breed their own drafts. They actually take their standardbreds out of the racing community, because they can only, I think the maximum number of years standardbreds can race is 12.
Really?
Yeah, and after that they have to be retired anyway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then they go on and they have a second purpose with the Amish as buggy horses.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because this is just my understanding. And then the Amish will use them to drive their buggies. The children take them to school. On a Sunday they use actually Dutch harness horses, and the Dutch harness horses are the lady drivers, because the ladies drive on a Sunday, and it's the fancy Dutch harness horses that they use. And I think this is their mode of transport. And when your car breaks down and it's going to cost more to repair it than it is to keep it, I suppose you then start considering it's the disposal process we've got a problem with.
Right.
So that's the issue. I think everybody's in love with this little fur ball.
What's this?
Everybody's in love with that little fur ball over there.
Oh, good.
He's just the happiest wee thing, isn't he?
He is.
He's happy from the moment he gets up
Yep.
until you put him back in
Until
there
you
to go to
almost
sleep.
squish him with the chair.
He is everywhere.
I started to get out of the chair today. I put the chair in, get me up routine, and I hear this.
You're like, yeah, sorry. Yeah, and this pair are exhausted. They're snoring. Oh dear. Have you had news on Jiminy?
Who?
News on
No.
Jiminy.
Damn it. If you're watching, it's time we saw some Jiminy thing.
Well, I think she posts online.
Well, that doesn't help me.
Carlene,
Damn it.
Carlene doesn't manage to access things online. I'm not much better.
I put a lot of hours in that dog.
Yeah, he's a lovely boy.
And for heaven's sakes, you can at least flip it over onto the email or whatever the hell I get. I don't get along well with Facebook.
No.
Every time I call up Facebook, I get the damnedest things. Oh.
I actually went onto your Facebook a few months ago, and you'd managed to change the password, and then I said to Janine, we can't get on Facebook your mother can't get on Facebook any longer because the password isn't what it should be. And she went, how did she do that? And I'm like, well, I don't know. and then it was underneath Janine's email, so I didn't want to reset the password.
Now, see, I don't even want to talk about it because
No.
it's just so frustrating.
It's very confusing. Oh, Elaine, we're hoping to go to the Woods auction in South Carolina. And in fact, we have had 2 mammoth donkeys from the Woods auction.
Okay.
We had Rufus and Arthur.
Okay.
And another very nice...
That's probably about enough of those.
Yeah, and pasta.
Pasta. The mini donkeys are a little bit handier to do things with.
Yes.
Although Mary was perhaps my most interesting animal I've ever owned.
Was she a mammoth?
Yes. Mammoth baby.
Oh.
I bought her as a baby.
Did she pass away?
Yes.
Oh. She must have passed away quite young then.
I've had her for quite a while. Yeah, it was funny. She came around one day, and she came around and sort of said hello to everybody, which she did all the time. She was loose here.
Yeah.
And I went in the house, had a cup of coffee, I came out, she was dead in the yard.
Oh.
So she came along and said goodbye to everybody.
It's very
She
sad,
really
isn't
did.
it?
I mean, it was, you know.
No. Oh, we do have puppy stories from today, but one of them's a picture that I'm about to send to you that Corey took.
Oh,
You asked her to take it
what?
when we were on the farm of the dogs at the window.
Oh, yes.
So I'll pass that on to you. Oh my gosh, Elaine paid $5,000 for ACL surgery on her dog 10 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Numbers get to be big.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's
know.
quite scary. Yeah. Frontline, I think your dogs don't react to the frontline, do they?
They don't like it.
Well, they don't like it. I
Um,
think we're looking for adverse reactions from the medication.
Well, I don't know. They didn't like the other stuff either, so you get anywhere near them with a little thing, and they
Mhm.
know, and they don't like it.
No.
They don't object all that much, but they tell you that that's not good.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I don't have any recent pasta videos, but we will get them because they're
What?
very. I don't have any recent pasta videos, but we will find some because he's back and forward.
Pasta?
Pasta.
Pasta videos.
Yes.
Well, I can't hear what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh no, Jane Worley's saying tomorrow is Thursday, and you know what happens on Thursday, and that must mean that the yard camera is going to go down.
Oh,
Yeah. But Thursday, tomorrow's going to be a really busy day because I've got chores on Meredith, first thing, and then I've got to get Princess, Wallace and I are taking Princess to her pre-purchase examination at Dr. Parrott's, and then I've got something else I'm doing and I can't remember quite what yet. Yeah.
I've got someplace to go
Oh,
now.
I've got somebody coming to see Frank.
Oh.
I knew there was something I was doing. Right.
Whatever.
So that's great. So we're all
Whatever.
organised. Yes, Thursday is going to be busy. Oh, it was Mary the donkey that went round the farm saying goodbye to everyone before she passed away. It was Moira who was having ACL trouble and she's had the operation.
And she's doing very well, apparently.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There we are. Well, that's
it?
Wednesday done. I was about to say Thursday done. That's tomorrow.
Okay, so I started my article for Saturday.
Oh
Quick,
yeah. Yeah.
Get
That-
a picture to me so I see what I've got
yes,
to
I
work
will.
with.
And then we'll do the Ira. What else were we going to do?
What's this?
We're going to do the Ira Toyota thing. We have to shut the car windows because it's going to rain.
Is it really?
Well, not right now, but overnight. And I'm not getting up in the middle of the night to close the windows.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I hope it doesn't rain all over your head in the house. I don't know what we're doing next. We're trying to find a carpenter, I guess.
Well, we're going to contact the company that built the house has
The-
changed name.
I know that.
So we're going to contact them.
But that's one of those things we're going to do. Okay, we need.
Well, I went with the vet with the vet, and then I went to Boom Boom. So yes, I am
Well,
getting
you
there.
get rained on tonight on your head.
Well, I'll let you
It's
know.
not totally my fault.
I'll let you know in the morning if I get rained
There you go.
on. Maybe at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
No, I don't need that song. Oh, Mary wasn't Pocket's mum. That was Maud, wasn't it?
What's that song? What's the song?
Raindrops are falling on my head.
That's right.
Yep. Maud was Pocket's mum, wasn't she? Maud. It wasn't Mary.
No, wasn't Mary.
No. I think it was Maud, maybe. Although that's before my time, so I'm not really that sure. Right, I'm going to go switch this thing off.
Okay, why don't you shut it off?
Oh!
Bye, everybody.